LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Okay, folks. You know when Julianna and Pena make a statement, you know the coach got something to say, and that's just the way that is. So Julianna came out and she said, you know what? It should have been me that took Ronda Rousey out. And I can't blame her because she's been wanting to fight Ronda Rousey for a minute. I mean, she really has. But, you know, it just so happens that she's where her ranking is and where Valentina is. She had to beat Valentina in order to get that number one ranking. And unfortunately, just other people, it's just timing. The whole timing of the situation. Okay, that's just how it is. But, you know, I honestly, though, stylistically, like really using my gut, stylistically, her and Ronda Rousey, that's probably a 50-50 fight. And I actually favor Ronda Rousey because Julianna is not much of a striker. I mean, she's not. Her striking is average. It's okay. She can use it to get the job done in some situations, but for the most part, you look at most of Julianna's fights, she's going to take you to the ground. That's her bread and butter. That's where she excels. And Julianna, probably if she fought Nunes, she wouldn't have fought such a stupid fight like Ronda Rousey did. Ronda Rousey just fought a dumb fight. See, Julianna would have tried to use her strong points, which is grappling and wrestling. She would have tried to take her down. And that's just how it is. But see, I think Julianna at this point, you know, their matchup is 2 weeks away. I really think Julianna really need to be ultra focused. And I've been saying this for a while. Because right now, Valentina, her and Antonina probably in there whooping each other ass. And I keep trying to tell y'all this. They're in there beating the hell out of each other so Valentina can win this fight. That's just the way that is. Okay? In my opinion, I think Valentina got better sparring partners. I just do. She got Antonina, and they got also a lot of up and coming, you know, young guy fighters that spar with Valentina. Their camp, in my all honest opinion, I think they got one of the most cohesive, complete training camps in the world. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, I'm a fan of the fighter. I'm actually saying that because if you study the fights, you study the camps, you study the people around them, the training partners. See, you have to know all this stuff when you're breaking down and predicting fights. You have to know this stuff. And I take the time to figure it out. Who are they sparring with? Who's coaching them? And I think the move that Julianna made, she moved to Chicago to prepare for this fight. I don't know. I really don't think it was a good move. I think where she was at, I think they were really preparing her. And the training intensity that they had there, it was intense. But I think Julianna made this move to get better sparring partners. That's my opinion, okay? But I think she needs to be ultra focused on the bullet. Like, she need to go ahead and let these interviews go for a minute. You know, unless they're promotional obligations that she has to fulfill. Girl, you need to be in that gym really trying to figure out ways to counter Valentina. Because people have this notion, and I keep saying, and I'm going to be telling y'all, I tried to tell y'all, people have this notion that Julianna is just going to run in, take Valentina to the ground, and then going to finish her. Like, people really believe this dumb, PG-13 channel. People really believe that dumb stuff. Like, people actually believe that Julianna is going to walk in the ring, take Valentina down, and finish her. I mean, I've had people to actually literally tell me this. And, you know, you got to start thinking, well, Valentina don't have a ground game. She don't? I just need y'all to look at the third round when she fought Nunes. I need y'all to watch the Sarah Kaufman fight. I mean, I need you guys to really go back. Those of you that you're going to disagree and comment, just go watch those fights and say, does Valentina have a ground game? And you can't say that Pena is strong because Kaufman is a strong girl. Nunes is a strong girl. She completely dominated Amanda Nunes. And I say pound for pound, Amanda Nunes is probably the strongest. I'm talking about physical, strongest person in the bantamweight division, strength-wise by far. Valentina took it to her that third round and beat her at her own game, put her on the ground. So, folks, I think Julianna has a lot of work to do. And I just think, in my opinion, she's been doing a lot of just interviews, podcasts. And, you know, those things, they take time out of your day. And I know you can't, you know, some people think you can't train all the time, every day, all the time. But I do think that Julianna, man, I think she got to focus. Because it's not like she's a dud and she's a slouch. Julianna Pena is not a slouch, okay? She ain't no slouch. The girl does have some skill set. Now, I don't think she's going to be dumb enough to try to stand with Valentina. I don't think she's going to try to do it. And I'll be wrong, okay? If she's dumb enough to try to stand with Valentina, then she deserved to lose, okay? But I don't think that Julianna is going to make that mistake, okay? She's a smart fighter. Believe it or not, she's actually kind of smart in the octagon. I don't think she'll make that move, but to assume that Valentina don't have a ground game, it just means that you don't really watch mixed martial arts. I mean, you cannot be a pugilist in this sport for you to say that Valentina don't have a ground game. That's stupid. Her ground game is good. It's not as good as her stand-up game, but her ground game is good. Folks, that's just how it is. So I've been analyzing this fight daily, y'all. The situations that could happen, what could happen, okay? And I'm not saying Julianna don't have a chance. Like, she do got a chance to win the fight. She absolutely do. But the skill set advantage, the training camp advantage, the coaching advantage, I don't know, it goes to Valentina in my opinion. I just think so. I think she's better trained. I think Pavel Fedotov, I mean, he's by far probably one of the most underrated trainers in mixed martial arts. He just is. And, you know, you just got to say it. But I think Julianna need to just settle down. I think she need to really go commit herself these last 2 weeks and really, really put in some serious work and trying to anticipate what Valentina's going to do to get the upper hand. She going to have to. Because if she not, and if she just here for the ride, she going to be exposed. I'm trying to tell y'all, if she's just here for the moment, she going to get exposed. Okay? That people say, well, Valentina can't fight off her back. Look, Valentina is good at avoiding damage while on her back. She gonna get hit a few times. I mean, she's gonna get hit, but the damage won't be maximized. Y'all ever notice when Valentina, she gets on her back, she squirms around? You can't get a clean shot on her. Like the girl squirms around here, she don't stop moving. Julianna gonna have to knock Valentina out to win the fight. I'm just trying to tell y'all. That's what's gonna have to happen. Valentina gonna have to go to sleep. Okay? She is going to have to go to sleep to beat Valentina. And Valentina not knocking out Julianna. I just don't think it's going to happen. Okay? I don't think it's going to happen. If she's going to get a decisive victory, she's going to have to knock her out. But I think Valentina is going to win by decision on points. Okay? I don't know. I don't see Valentina knocking her out. I just don't. I'm not saying she can't do it. Because if Valentina, start kicking Julianna, yeah, Valentina got some brutal kicks. But for all intents and purposes, Julianna, come on. You really, you got to leave these interviews alone for a while. I know you're trying to sell the fight. I know what you're trying to do, and I know you want to get your piece of the pie. I know. I understand. Because you've been working your butt off to get your piece of the pie. And I know you're tired of being overlooked. Just hear me out. I know you're tired of being overlooked. You're sick and tired of the UFC overlooking you, and you've worked your way. You've been working hard. Okay, I get it. But this is the fight. This is the biggest fight of your career. This right here. You see, it ain't no time to be having, cookies and donuts. It ain't no time for chocolate milk. It's no time for that. It's no time, to be doing these silly interviews every day. No. Look, it's time to put that work in. It's time to be about that work because I'm telling you, this fight gonna be right around the corner. And then when you walk into that octagon and when you realize, oh crap, this is it. It's too late. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.